It's another week, and here we are with another episode of your favorite show, Coffee Break. My name is Harold AMENYAH. Now, on today's episode, we have one amazing lady with an amazing voice. Now, this lady is somebody that I grew up listening to. Anytime I heard her voice on the radio or in the stereos and whatnot, I would just dance and vibe and, be all over the place with it as young as I was. And before I knew it, she disappeared. And today, we are so privileged that she's made time to join us because she's got some amazing projects up her sleeves. When we return from our break, we meet our guest. Stay tuned.
It's Coffee Break with Harold.
The adorable songstress ATEAA is my guest on Coffee Break this week. Tina,
yes.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's such
Harold.
an honor to have you. You have no idea.
Oh,
so do you get this a lot? Do people get like overly excited when they see you?
I guess. I get this warm welcome all
Every
the time.
time. Because I mean,
it's nice. It's nice.
The first time I wouldn't say the first time I heard of you because there had been a lot of times. I think there have been a lot of first times. Let me say that because your songs were songs that I grew up with. I mean, I love Daddy Lumba a lot. So it's like there was a point where you can't love Daddy Lumba without loving ATEAA, right? Because it came as a package.
Right.
How have you been?
I'm good.
Where have you been?
In a hideout, but I'm out now.
Yeah? Tell us about that hideout. I'm interested.
Family life. Let me put
Okay.
it that way. I got married, kids came in the picture, so I had to go on a little hideout. And a very long one, actually.
So are you done? Are you done with the baby making now? How many kids have you got?
4.
4.
Yes.
Boys or girls?
4 boys.
4 boys.
4 solid
That must
boys.
be a lot of work.
That's 8 people. I count each one for 2. So
Wow.
I always say I have 8 kids.
But how have you managed to keep in shape and to look this good?
It's genes. I have not done anything. No
Exercising, no dieting,
no
nothing.
excess gymming or no. I got
Wow.
lucky. It's just genes.
So you have 4 boys. What are their ages?
14, 12, 8, and 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. They're old. Pretty old.
Yeah.
Pretty old.
That's why I'm back now.
So how old are you?
I can tell you.
Because I'm looking at you sitting here and with these ages, I'm wondering, did you start early?
I started very early.
At what age?
Oh, when I tell you the age, you do the calculation.
Give
I
us
was
a
in my
range.
teens, my late teens.
Yeah?
So just add it up and then try to.
That's not true. Your late teens. Your late teens? That's when
I
you got
started
married?
singing.
No, when you started family life.
Oh, my late 20s, middle 20s.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
I married quite early compared to nowadays. So I married in my mid, actually, let's say mid 20s. So guess.
Okay, so you're like late 30s, almost 40, thereabout. I see. Well, you look beautiful for your age.
Thank you.
And you have a great
Grace.
voice that
Thank
comes with
you.
it as well.
Thank you.
And it's good to have you back. I was chatting with a friend. I was telling him that I was going to interview ATEAA, and he goes like, "Oh wow, where has she been?"
I know, right?
I mean, a lot of people look back and then they wish you never left.
I know. But if somebody asks me, if you look back, have you regretted? I'll say no. Because there are the sacrifices in life that you have to make. In my case, I had to sacrifice to take care of family first. And I didn't want to have any regrets as in, say, hey, I missed that and that of my first child, my second child, I should have been there. Because showbiz is hectic, you're in it. Touring, recording studios, it's a lot of time. So being a mother and doing that at the same time, that is a lot of work. You have to miss something. And I chose not to miss, time in my kids' life. So now I feel the youngest is 6. They're all in school. They're all behind me. Mommy, go do this, sing. So I just feel this is the right time to come back. Yeah.
Now let's backtrack a little bit. Those days of being with Daddy. But I know, there's a whole chapter now. But just to refresh people's minds a little, especially for the millennials who might not know, how did it start with Daddy Lumba?
I've told this story like a million times.
I can imagine.
It's my manager at the time.
Okay.
He's called MENSAH. He's still in Holland now. He was working with Daddy Lumba. He's been working with him for years. Kweku has worked with a lot of artists, Kujenchi, Daughters of Glorious Jesus, Esther Mwak, so many. If you come abroad and you're recording, Kweku Mensah is the guy.
And this was in Germany?
We were living in Holland. Kweku and
Okay.
I were in Holland.
Okay.
But Daddy Lumba was in Germany. That's our neighboring country. So he was the sound engineer for him. And he told him he doesn't have a backing vocalist at the moment. So he said, okay, I have this young girl I want you to try. So Kweku told me that Daddy Lumba wants to try you. And that's how it all came about.
So how was it? How was the scene? You just entered and then he tried it and was like, oh, this is what I've been looking for?
Yeah, no, but even before I went to him, the emotions I went through and I couldn't
What
sleep for
emotions
days.
did you go through? Yeah.
I mean, this is Daddy Lumba that wants to try you. Like, I couldn't sleep for days, basically. And he knew, I would be nervous. I was very young at the time. And most people that meet him, I mean,
How young
legendary.
were you at the time?
Oh, you're coming back to this.
No, because
You're
I'm
really
very
trying.
curious. Because you see, Tina, I look at you right now, and I was expecting that you probably have gray hair by now.
Oh, Charlie.
You know what I mean? No, realistically, I mean, let's be
Yeah,
very honest, right?
yeah,
I was expecting that you have gray hair by now,
And very
just per my
big
calculations and all that, right?
hear that a
How old
lot.
were you back then?
I started in a choir. So then I was very young, like 13, 14. But then I recorded with Esther Mwak when I was 17. So Daddy Lumba was around 18. I was like 18
Wow.
when we
So he
recorded our
picked
first.
you, and then after that, you went on to work with him.
Yes.
What was the first project?
That was the Memana Fautrim album.
Okay.
That one has the Adipasha Adipem.
Adipasha.
Yes,
Wow.
that has that track on there. And then we did the Bubra. That's a duet album between him and myself.
What were some of the songs? Of course, Bubra itself was a big
Yes.
hit. Apart from that,
Odon Flamenco, Dada Kaime, Pony, Adakatia. So a lot. Odobewu,
you were young at the
Saneo.
time. You were very young at the time. How did you manage all that fame that came with being with Daddy Lumba? Because it was it was just like a package, like a beautiful package.
Right.
How did you manage all the fame and
I mean,
attention
it was
that came
not
with
that crazy because, mind you, I was more the backing vocalist. But then that Bubra album is what really put me in the limelight. And then when we would tour, so we did some touring, America, UK, Ghana. He would make me sing some of the songs on stage. So then people were like, oh, wow, that's the girl. So that was what was bringing me out. People were now noticing me. And then after a few years, I went back into hiding again. So the fame was not really crazy.
It wasn't really
not
crazy.
Too crazy.
Because to be frank with you, I mean, I know the voice. I didn't know the name. I didn't know the face.
Right.
Do you get that a lot?
Yeah. Oh, so you're behind those songs. I get that a lot. I get that a lot.
And I did you wish that you probably had come out a bit more?
Like I was saying, if you ask me, I would say no because I chose family, right? Sometimes I'm like, hey, should I have done this earlier, gone back earlier? Okay, but then who I would have taken care of my kids, stuff like that, Then I'm like, nah, I really wanted to do my kids myself. So I think I made the right decision, But people really make me feel bad. Like, well, you didn't do well at all. You should have been
Why do
out
they make
there.
you feel bad about leaving?
When they say that,
Or taking
sometimes
a
it makes
break,
me feel bad. But then I'll think again, I'm like, nah, I would have still chosen my kids.
For me,
So,
I feel, I mean, at every point in life, one has to
Yes.
make a decision
Yes.
to choose one path or the other.
If I had continued and come out solo, maybe I wouldn't have been married or have kids even. So, life, however the path leads
So
you.
it's been about 14, 15 years of a break now. How long have you been off the scene?
Our last 2007.
Okay, so that's about 14 years.
Yeah.
That's about
Roughly.
14 years.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So that's how long my break has been.
And how does it feel to be back? What were the things that went through your head when you thought about coming back?
Will I fit in this, this whole new evolved era? Will I be accepted? Will people think it's good that I'm back? Or will they contradict and say it's not necessary? You're old from the old-fashioned time, so just forget about it and stay there.
Which
But
of these fears that you had is actually coming through?
none, surprisingly none. The acceptance has been amazing, and the welcome. It's really I didn't even know that I had such a fan base. I'm telling you, I started doing like covers of our old songs, say last year, November. And where have you been? Do you know how long I've Googled you? I've searched you everywhere. It was just, I was like, wow. I was so pleasantly surprised. So that's what actually made me like, you know what? I need to actually really pick this thing back up and do it.
Yeah.
Because the love was amazing.
Yeah.
And it still is.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm really
Because you see,
excited about
we look at Daddy Lumba. Daddy Lumba is a legend. I mean, there's no
Right,
question
right,
to
right.
that ever, and there never will be.
Right,
but
right.
it's like you came and then there was a twist.
Right,
you know,
right,
there
right.
was a twist.
Yeah.
Usually when you're working with legends like Daddy Lumba, there's a very high chance that you just drown.
Right.
But it wasn't the case with you.
Oh, well, thank God.
How did you pull that off?
I don't know. I just did what I know to do best. Just sing, just be myself, and just exhibit my gift. And it kind of worked, you know.
And you did it quite well.
Yeah, I mean, I was just being me, a young girl, taking advantage of such a big opportunity. And I guess it worked. Let me put it that way. So it all worked together for my good.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're hanging out with ATEAA Tina right here on Coffee Break. Stay tuned, we'll be back.
It's coffee break with Harold.
Welcome back. So you're either watching us on MX24 or YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to drop a comment, like, and share this amazing interview we're having with ATEAA Tina. Tina,
Yes.
so talk to me. I mean, coming back, I can imagine you mentioned, harboring the fear of whether you're going to be accepted or not and
Right.
all that. Who was that female musician or that musician that you felt threatened by?
Oh, threatened.
Or
None,
if you thought about
none.
coming back, or when you thought about coming back, who was that musician that would come to mind?
Oh my God. You know, I've never looked at it from that point of view. Like, I've never had anybody. It's just the way the fans, let me put it that way, were reacting towards me. That was what was motivating me. Then I started getting DMs. Oh my God, you don't know how your song made me survive this and this. Some guy said he had broken heart or whatever. And listening to Odon Flamenco made him pull through, stuff like that. I was like, hey, you know, so people really enjoy what I was doing. So why not pick it back up again? So it was not really necessarily a competition. I'm always in competition with myself. I'm telling you, what is the next thing? My husband will tell you, it's crazy. Like, okay, lately I was like, I'm gonna go deep into keyboard. And I'm like, this thing is hard. But I'm challenging myself because it will help with singing. When you are able to find your notes, your keys and stuff like that. So I was like, let me challenge myself with that and see. The acoustic guitar is one thing that I love as well. And I'm like, hey, I'm going on my head. Can I just consume all this? But stuff like that is what I usually, challenge myself with. I'm never in competition with nobody. Seriously, I feel everybody's gift is different.
But who's your favorite female musician right now?
In Ghana?
Yeah, who are you feeling?
I can't say one. I love all of them.
Okay, if you were to pick three.
All their gifts are unique.
If you were to pick three.
I love Efia, Miss V, Adina, Wendy Shea. Everybody, they're all doing well. Everybody's doing well. The
Do you feel you'll ever be able to get to a part where you can rub shoulders with any one of them currently in this new trend?
When you say rub shoulders, what are you
in
saying?
terms of the kind of music that they're churning out?
Like do the same music?
Yes. Or
I mean,
yes, pretty much. Do the same music, be able to vibe with the times that we're in right now.
Yeah.
Because a lot has changed.
A lot has changed. Like it's seriously evolved. The Afrobeat is like crazy right now. But I mean,
You've
music
never
is a
thought
vibe.
about competing or being apart with it. You're in your own lane.
Let's do it together. I'm more for that vibe.
You're in your own lane.
You know?
So if you were to work with any one of them, who would it be first?
Oh my God. So like I always say, music is a vibe, right? It's how you put a beat together. Now you start the lyrics. You're like, this and this person would be a good fit on it. I don't discriminate. It's just the vibe. Like my first single was with Ochame Kwame because I felt that is really something he could kill. So I was like, Kwame, let's do this. So whoever I have a song and I feel will vibe the best with, that's the person I'll get in touch with and then put them on it. So it's not a competition, but it's definitely like love. Let's do this in life. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you get me.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Nah, the competition won't help.
I do. There's
Won't help,
a notion that a lot of singers, a lot of people who sing about love are people that are very terrible at loving. What is the case for you?
No, I'm trying. I mean, I've been married for a very long time, so I think I'm with grace. I'm doing it well.
Are you happily married?
Oh yes. I have an adorable husband, very supportive, and I mean, so far so good, you know.
So what does your husband do?
He's a graphic designer. He actually directed my new video.
Okay.
And he's into motion graphics, anything graphics. So yes.
So does he ever get jealous, especially now that you're back? Because you have all the attention, you're a very good-looking woman and all that. Does he ever get jealous, especially when you have to come to Ghana,
right.
like right now?
I bet he is. He will make comments here and there. It's a man's ego, you know, my property.
What are some of the comments he makes?
What are you doing? How was the interview? What did they say? Stuff like that.
Okay.
Be careful, you know, just the general
Okay.
husband to wife stuff,
Okay.
you know, just overprotective, kind of, not necessarily maybe jealous. He just, you know, wants you to be careful and, you know, a man and his, you know, property, they got it with everything.
I get it. So you so what is the deal now? You come in and out and all that. So if, for instance, the career flourishes right now, blossoms to a point where you have to come and spend months here, is there a possibility of you relocating to Ghana?
Oh yeah. I've always loved Ghana. Ghana is the motherland, you know. I come to Ghana a lot, even before I came back or dropped my first single. At least once a year. I'm really like a cultural person. I love Ghana. So I won't have any problem moving back. It's something I have in the plans for the future. So
you come across as a very bubbly person. So if you're not singing, if you're not in the studio recording, what are some of the things that you love to do?
Oh, shopping.
Shopping? With whose card?
With hubby's card.
Wow.
You know, shopping, watching a movie.
So what are some of your favorite brands?
Oh my God, let's not go into that.
Tell us. Because I'm sure people would love to know. What are some of your favorite brands?
You know, I really love African print as well.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, I just slacked today on not wearing an African print on a Friday, but anything beautiful, anything.
So
beautiful,
on a good day, if you were shopping, for instance, maybe on your birthday, which brand are you going to go for if you were shopping on a good day?
Good quality, classy brand.
Like what? Primark.
Oh wow! I love Christy Brown.
Okay.
Ghana.
Okay.
Christy Brown is one of my favorite brands in Ghana.
And then the food.
Oh.
You were telling me about cooking. You were like, you're not the type of person who likes to buy out or eat out so much.
No. So I love to cook because I have a big family, and if you're always going to eat out, I'm really financial. My husband calls me the bank.
You know, you're prudent with money.
Yeah, I'm like, why? I'll do the calculations right now. I'm like, nah, this can make me 3 meals.
So what are some of the meals that you enjoy cooking?
Anything. I love to cook continental, local. My kids will eat anything. So my kids are not like, they don't eat Ghanaian dishes. No. I brought them up that way. So whatever I make, jollof, wache, they love wache. My third and my last love banku.
Who introduced them to wache?
I did.
Okay.
They love banku. My third, his favorite food is banku. Can you imagine?
Wow.
A born American child. So, but I'm like, yeah, get to know your roots.
How often do they visit? Have they visited before?
My oldest has been.
Okay,
So I'm planning a whole trip
okay.
to come with everybody. So yeah, we're working on that. Yeah.
Okay. Well done on everything. So you're back now. You've got recent projects. You have My Lover, which is the latest of them all.
Right.
And then the one with Ochiame Kwame. How's that doing?
That was surprisingly, it went very well. You know, that's kind of like the first step back in. And the feedback was great. So My Lover is just 1 week. It's just a week old. So I'm still, the reviews
What are some
have
of
been
the
good.
challenges in promoting, putting out your music? What are some of the challenges you face?
So far, I'm still doing interviews and, you know, radio and TV. I haven't had any problems yet, but it's just getting them to play it a lot.
Do you have any label you're working with?
No. So right now I'm doing
Everything
solo.
is, wow.
Yes,
How are you funding that?
yes.
Who's
It's tough.
supporting?
It's tough out there. It's tough. But, you know,
Because I think you have a lot of passion for this.
Yeah. So, you know, you don't really look at that because if you do that, it will overshadow the positive. So we try to stay positive and just keep it moving and pushing. Have family support here and there, you know, friends that jump in. You know, this is a good cause, so let's push it here and there. I'll take this, I'll take your outfits, I'll do that. So it's
going well.
Good, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, stay with us right here on the show. We'll be back after this.
It's coffee break with Harold.
Back, so the conversation is still here, and we're with ATEAA Tina. Tina, so tell us about My Lover. I mean, I got the opportunity of listening to it and watching the visuals as well. What inspired the writing of that?
Basically just genuine love. All my songs are basically inspirational, motivational, directed kinda. So My Lover is mainly whoever you're in a relationship with, not just married couple or dating, even as friends, you know, that we will be there for each other, like to the core. The lyrics, the chorus says, I go die for your matter, any day, any weather, forever. So, you know, like nowadays, it's kind of like we're losing the loyalty to friendship or love. And I just wanted to remind everybody, myself included, like, you know, let's try to love, like real love, genuine love, stick with each other, and just, no matter what happens, just be there for one another.
Should we expect to hear anything from you and Daddy Lumba anytime soon?
I'm working on that.
Have you tried reaching out to him?
Yeah. We're still in contact. So every time I come to Ghana, I'll hit him up, see how he's doing, and check on him. So yeah, that's one thing I'm trying to get done. So
we wish you well in your endeavors.
Thank
I mean, you're a very
you,
beautiful woman who's got an amazing voice, and it's just like a total package, a very refreshing one at that. For me, I wish you never left, but it's good that you're back.
Yes, at
so
least
welcome
I'm back.
Yes, so welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
Tina.
having me.
Thank
I
you.
had fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, guys, we've been hanging out with ATEAA Tina right here on Coffee Break. Remember, the show was produced by Virtual Hub Studios, by Outfit, by Royce and Renee. And as usual, Cafe ACCRA, making sure that we're refreshed on the show. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and share this particular interview. And also, drop your comments, tell us what you think, and stuff like that. My name is Harold AMENYAH. It's been an amazing episode. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.